Literally. 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 Literally.
Literally, if you feel like you're going to snap if you hear the word literally one more time, then you're on your way to understanding the transformation of this word in our society. Let's take a look at how it's used in popular TV culture with our good friend Ellen.
I gotta say, you are literally my favorite audience ever. And I'm not one of those people who misuses the word literally. You know people like that? They'll say stuff like, that was so funny, I literally laughed my butt off. And then you check and their butt is still there. They did not literally laugh their butt off. So many people have been using that word wrong that they've changed the meaning of it in the dictionary. Did you know this? This is from the dictionary. Okay, the first definition, which is the definition, in a literal manner or sense exactly. Now, because of people using it wrong, there's a new definition that says something that's not literally true. Now, literally means the opposite of literally. That literally makes no sense, and I literally have no idea what I'm talking about anymore. I think it's kind of weird that they just changed the meaning of the word because people were using it wrong. It doesn't seem fair. Like, I mean, I ignore the stop sign at the end of my street all the time, but they don't change it to go just because Who's making these decisions for all the changes in the dictionary?
So, true to Ellen's word, Merriam-Webster has the word literally defined with two contrasting definitions. First, in a literal sense or manner, or actually, as in, he took the remark literally. Second definition states, in effect, or virtually, will literally turn the world upside down to combat cruelty or injustice. So what's kind of going on with this contrast here? We have two definitions that embody two completely opposite sides of the word. I would like to explore literally as a discourse marker and as a sense of slang on the descriptivist side of the debate. Here I have a clip from an editor of Merriam-Webster discussing the change in the history behind the transformation of the word literally. I would like to view this clip as a descriptivist approach to the word, taking in its usage through modern writing to add the second definition and add more body to the word.
Welcome to Ask the Editor. I'm Emily Brewster, an associate editor at Merriam-Webster. A thrill went through the packed court, literally electrifying everybody. So writes James Joyce in Ulysses. No, the thrill described in that quote is not one specially equipped with an electrical charge. Joyce is using the word literally to mean in effect or virtually. Many people object to this extended use of literally, but Joyce isn't alone in employing it. Charlotte Bronte and Louisa May Alcott used it. So did Mark Twain and Willa Cather, also Vladimir Nabokov and David Foster Wallace. One might say that literature is literally riddled with it. Charles Dickens was a pioneer of the use. In Nicholas Nickleby, he writes that one character literally feasted his eyes in silence upon another. But the evolution of this use began much earlier. John Dryden complained that his daily bread is literally implored. Alexander Pope commented, "Every day with me is literally another yesterday, for it is exactly the same." In these instances, the adverb adds emphasis to the word or phrase that follows it, that word or phrase being intended in a literal sense. Dickens merely placed the same intensifier in front of a figurative phrase that can't be taken literally. The result? Pure hyperbole, which is a legitimate literary tool. Does this mean that you should use literally this way? Maybe. But remember that hyperbole requires care in handling, and that your audience may not recognize it for what it is. You can tell someone that you literally devour novels, and that your kids were literally bouncing off the walls, but be prepared for your listener to refuse to lend you books, and to be curious about the composition of your offspring. For more from our Ask the Editor series, visit merriam-webster.com.
So not only has Ms. Brewster provided us with interesting background information about the transformation of the word, but she also provides a foil to Ellen's prescriptivist debate. Ellen is presenting the vantage point of why should we change a meaning of a word completely just because people are using it improperly. And so we get the other side here of the descriptivist saying, well, it's been used so steadily that the word has definitely gained new meaning and is understood this way. So let's switch gears a little bit and talk about literally in everyday conversation, not just TV, but as a discourse marker. Scott F. Kiesling's article, Dude, he explores the discourse marker of dude, similar to like, and that it is a word that has taken on a multitude of different meanings, especially through inflection. And I believe that literally has taken on these forms other than the two forms we've seen.
Literally, if she was going to talk any longer, I was going to explode.
Over at 2 o'clock in the morning last night.
Literally, it was like 10 minutes.
Stance here kind of takes on the position we've seen in the most common usage of literally, the figuratively stance of literally. Literally, something crazy. The second, I believe, is a form of disbelief, questioning. This I would relate to Valley Girl style discourse. So, literally, like, no way. And then the last, I would say, can be used kind of as a form of hedging. Literally, it was like, not a big deal. Kind of a pause in the conversation. So, inflection really brings a lot to this word. So, through its transformation in meaning and its usage as a discourse marker, literally has gone through a lot. And on the descriptivist side, I think it's a very versatile word and can bring a lot to the conversation through inflection. Literally, not figuratively. That's all, folks.